Here's the question, friends. Would you rather live forever or be happy until you die? Oh, well, yes. Oh, that's tough. That's very tough. My vampire Bill brain says I would rather live forever. I'll take some sad times. I'll take some crushing depression if I have to. I also think that bad feelings aren't necessarily the worst thing ever. They definitely can feel that way. But it's a good question. It's a good question. Our DrBotBud resident trying to learn to be more human. Tree says, I'd rather be happy till I die. I can appreciate that. Tree says, but you would live out your family, or you would outlive your family and loved ones in general. That's true, Tree. You know, one of the things to think about, right? I may have fantasized about immortality more than once. Yes, your loves are going to die. Yes, your relationships are going to die, but we shouldn't be creatures that only have finite relationships. Yes, you're going to have ancient memories of people. Maybe that might become too much at some point. You know, but then if I'm immortal, I have a responsibility to get involved. I think it's when you decide not to get involved with humanity any longer and to form those relationships, that would make you less human. You'd become more monster than human at that point. Elrock says, I choose to be happy, given that it was all genuine happiness. Because if you are happy, then you are contented and there would be a sense of fulfillment and completion. So here's the creepy thing. If you're always happy, that means that when things that are sad in your life happen, you would still be happy. Your loved ones are still going to die. People are still going to get hurt. And you would be unable to feel sadness. That would reduce your empathy potentially because you would be in the wrong mindset, you know, and chemical cocktail soup, right? For your emotions with the people you're around. You'd have to hide your happiness. You'd be like, oh, grandma's dead. And you'd be like, I'm so happy. The day's so great. I can't say this right now because people would think I'm fucking crazy. So that'd be the other side of it, right? It's a very complex question. I like that we have multiple sides of that. Zay says, I would rather live forever. Happiness is hard to come by sometimes, but that's just what life is about. Hammer says, Hammer is already immortal. No one knows the power of the hammer. Hammer time! Tree says, that is true, DBK, and now that I think about it that way, I think I want to be immortal. Ah, interesting. I think we're fucked no matter what. Oven hands his weird blood red colored drink to everyone and shouts, let's be immortal together! Meow! One of us will be immortal tonight. Here's my bloody chalice, now let's go and fight. All my comrades are now inside of me. That's what it meant to be a papire. Catfire. Zay says, deep thinkers like me start to wonder, what is happiness? How is it attainable? Isn't happiness something we choose and create? There's a lot of that. You know, there's also, I don't discount, you know, the chemical connections of your physiology. And I think there's a lot of shaping that happens as you develop a better relationship with yourself. But I also think that I think that this is a way deeper discussion. I believe that chemically speaking, that people are afflicted differently, and especially when you talk about how people feel, and you talk about things like depression. It's a whole crazy. I mean, just the fact that we're having a modern conversation about it, where this has only been a relatively recent thing, the last 40, 50 years, right? Maybe. So yeah, interesting. There's a lot more there.